hottest station is now live for your enjoyment with host iamBranded.
All right. That's my man. That's my man. Let's get it started. This is Charles. I am Branded Madison of Nexxlegacy Radio, and I got a guest, and I became a fan of this guy. I want to say, literally like within the last couple of months, because I've been checking out this man's music, and not only is he a dope artist, I just feel like at the end of the day, we got to spotlight a lot of real ones in this business doing real shit. And I got my man Play, motherfucking be in the building on Nexxlegacy. What's up, bro?
Yo, what up with you, fam?
Man, I'm beautiful, man. I'm beautiful. Hey, thank you for tapping in and fucking with the station. But, man, I got to give you props, man, before we even get in the Q's and A's and shit like that, man. Music that you got circulating throughout social media and all that shit, it's real dope, man. I got to give you props up top for that.
Much appreciate that, fam.
Man, all love, all love. So, listen, man, before, let's just start it off like this. A lot of people just now getting to know you and shit like that from different parts of the globe. And I wanna get started. Give me an origin story, man. How'd you get into music?
Shit, man, I started at like 12 years old, bro. Where Snoop Dogg got me into this shit, listening to some of his shit on the radio, you know. Hearing a lot of people sing along to that shit, I kind of like that energy that he was getting, so I kind of wanted some of that, you feel me? So I started learning how to do it myself back then, listening to Pac and Snoop and all them.
Motivation came from that. Was it a particular song from one of them that kind of set you off when you was a young one? That you was like, you know what, listening to Deep Cover or some shit like that got you motivated? Was it one song that triggered you, or was it just a body of work?
It was a body of work, really. And I remember being in junior high, hearing this one song. It was one of them Snoop Dogg songs. I don't remember the song it was, but I remember it was Snoop. And then the whole damn class just started singing along. And I was like, that's just powerful. You feel me?
Yeah. A lot of people tend to forget that there's a lot of energy and power, as you mentioned, like, you know, when people are doing certain songs or just making somebody feel like this. So yeah, if you could be motivated from that at a young age, and here you are right now putting some work into the same craft in the same arena like a Snoop or Pac or Easy or whoever, it's definitely something that you kind of tapped into, and you were like, you know what, I think I could do this for a while, right? Like,
Absolutely.
That's the motivation that you feel like, yeah?
Absolutely. You know, right after that, I did a little talent show. Had the whole school singing along to some of my songs. So I felt some of that energy as well, a little bit after being inspired.
All right. Talent shows and all that shit that kind of, you know, sets you in a different path as far as just saying it, but putting the action into it. So how have the business been to you so far as just, not just, you know, hey, this is an idea, I want to just go ahead and start doing it. Like, after you found out this is what you want to do, what steps did you take to start, like, you know what, I'm going to put this into action and let's just go ahead and get this thing done?
I was just all in and took it serious, man, because at a young age, I had a lot of people with me that was doing the same thing, a lot of peers, and they had access to a lot of different artists that was already in the industry. So we just had that back behind us, kept us going, you know what I mean? And plus we had to love ourselves. So once we figured out that independent was the way to be, I just went full-fledged, you know what I mean? It was going to take a long journey, but I knew I was going to make it and do a lot more what I could do and have more creative control. Because when I was younger, I was supposedly signed to this label called Illbound Incorporated.
Uh-huh.
And they was trying to get me signed to Tommy Mottola with Casablanca, and they had something going on with P. Diddy. And back then, when I was like 17 years old, I guess they was trying to give me a deal with Diddy back in the day. But I was young, so grandma, I was staying with my grandparents, and she wasn't feeling that, so she didn't let me take the flight to go meet up with them. So they took my press kit, and a couple of representatives of mine went to go meet up with him, and some of my music had got stolen. Since then, I've been on some independent shit.
Wow. Wow. And that was back when you was a teenager. So, I mean, just thinking about what you had to go through and just people kind of like just, I mean, the industry's different. You already know it's cutthroat. It's a lot of shadiness that goes on in the business. So that didn't steer you away from doing what you literally was born to do, clearly, because you're doing it now, right?
Right. And I'm glad that happened, because I didn't want to be in his little, bullshit that he got going on. You feel me?
Clearly.
That's the camp that a man is happy to not be a part of.
Clearly, sometimes it takes like a situation to get yourself straight and out of a situation that could have been all bad. You know what I mean? So
right.
let me ask you about Dago, bro, because there's a lot of hidden gems in San Diego as far as just the culture, right? Like I feel like as I'm getting to know your music and getting to know other artists, I'm finding that there's what I mentioned, hidden gems. You coming from that area, like what does it mean to you to be around in an arena with a bunch of other talented people that's just as starving as you for exposure and everything else that comes in with the business?
Well, I'm proud where San Diego's at right now. I mean, as far as today, we got our own sound. Like a lot of different artists have their own originality as far as how they sound, So, and a lot of people getting light shed on them right now. So, with this social media and internet and everything, a lot of people getting a lot of play right now. You feel me? And I honestly, I'm from the 90s. Like that's where I grew up in. So I'm more on the lyrical tip. You feel me? Like songs with more of a substance. But I'm definitely feeling where everything is going right now. I'm willing to network with all of these young cats. You feel me?
Yeah.
They sound this hype, and I like
no
it.
doubt. No doubt. Play B's my guest on Nexxlegacy Radio, and I think you're right, bro. I think to me that's the one thing as far as because I'm up here in the Bay, so I know how certain things move too, and I've heard shit from L.A., Seattle, New York, different places where it's cool to be able to connect with people who's running the same kind of race you running, right? Not trying to. It's always ultra competitive, but it's also cool to click up and just make shit grow bigger, right? So, man, I love hearing you talk like that, especially when it comes to like your soil and how you got started doing what you're doing. But what's on deck with you now? Like I know you got a lot of music out there circulating, YouTube, social media, stuff like that. So what's cooking for you right now in terms of like projects and stuff like that?
Well, right now I just dropped the Strictly for the Fans Part 3. That's 19 songs on the hard copies. I got 20 songs. It's a bonus track for those that purchase the hard copies. But the album's doing this thing. I got another project coming out called Replay. It's got a lot of features on it with some more industry cats that I've been working with. Some people you might have heard of.
Okay.
I work with some features like I got Sugar Free on there. I got Yucking Off on there from the Loonies. I got Compton Menace. I got a lot of people on there that came to show me love. Spank Nitty that rock with Hit Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot of, I got Kid from New Orleans. I used to be with G Unit.
Yeah, man. I heard of that guy too.
Yeah, he used to be with Lil Wayne too, Squad Up. We got some more cats on there. A lot of features. I try to step it up this time, let them know I'm out here working.
And that's a testament to your grind, Play, just for the simple fact that a lot of people out there say they could be able to do the work you do, network with who you want to network, get features like you mentioned, and don't do it. Like, they don't put up what they say. Like, you could talk it up, but if you don't put that shit into like real action and network with real people, then you won't get real results, right? So what keeps you grinding as opposed to all these other people who they just talk it, man, but they just can't back it up with real shit?
That's because it's in me. It's not on me, man. I gotta keep this shit going. I've been doing this for a long time, and it's a lot of competition. I thrive off of that. Always try to be the best, you feel me? The best at what I've been doing for very long. And if I'm not the best, you know I'm the best of myself. You feel me?
There you go. There you go.
But it's gonna manifest and it's gonna give out because I believe it and they gonna believe it.
How do you feel about this industry right now? Like, it's and I'm talking about this hip hop culture. I'm not talking about just the music industry itself, but just hip hop. Like, before you answer that question, let me tell you my thoughts too. Like, I feel like this game is ripe for taking. Like, real ones could be able to come back and do real shit for the simple fact that there's a lot of stuff that people were talking about, rapping about, whatever it is. It's just not relatable, right? And it's not creative. But when you go back to the underground, the soil of how it was all birthed, I see people like yourself and others like being a resurgence. So even though hip hop, in my opinion, is like weird right now, but I think it takes real ones like yourself and others to be able to kind of prop it back up to how it used to be, right?
Right. Well, we got Kendrick right now that's still doing his thing. And we got Joey Badass and Ray Vaughn and everybody going at it, Reason, and they're bringing this hip hop competitiveness back. You feel me? So I know it's like two different sides of the quarter. You feel me? Like we got it's popular type music, and we got that nostalgic type, lyrical type. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Bringing it back, and it's for the viewers, the listeners, whatever they tend to listen to. You know, popular is going to get more numbers because it's popular, but then you still got the other side that's still going to get it do its numbers, and it got its listeners. So I rock with both sides.
I got you. I love the energy that, and you mentioned the 90s as far as how you kind of came into the game where it was literally like you got a bunch of creative, you know, I guess you could say different parts from the globe, right? You had, you know, your Snoops, but you also had your Nas and your Wu-Tangs, and you had your Scarface, and you had so many different peoples with so many different layers of a culture. Like, you also see that trying to be able to come back up, right? Because not everybody's going to rap about the same shit. Like, you got to have some diverse, you know, lyrics in what you do and how you bring about it with each track, right?
Absolutely. That's why I'm always stay myself on each track, but at the same time, I'm going to try to, like, merge with these newer artists, you know, and talk about some of the stuff that they talking about, use some of the slang, but in my way, speaking about my stories, you feel me?
Got you. I got you. Play B's my guest on Nexxlegacy Radio. And back to San Diego real quick. When it comes to just where you came from and what is one of the, not just the artists, but just the city itself, like, what is attractive to somebody who is just either visiting or just hearing about just not just you and the music, but just the city itself? What's the one thing that is like, you know what, it's a must outside of the music? You got to go check out Woo Woo Woo. What can you give the people out there that's just getting tuned in to San Diego music?
The food, the weather, the water, the people, the women, the different ethnicities, different cultures. We got everything out here. You feel me?
I got you. Yeah, I think it's hella dope to be able to get and capture, like, you know, the essence of what San Diego culture is and what the music impact has on people. And like you said, everything else from the women and the food and everything. Like, I think it's dope for people to, you know, tap in and know what time it is when it comes out there.
Yeah,
Play B.
it's just expensive out here, so be ready to spend some money.
Who you telling, bro? Like, bro, up here in the Bay, crazy too. So you know what? We a lot alike, bro. We a lot alike.
Yeah.
We a lot alike. Man, what's been your biggest doing what you're doing and doing it at a high level and on a consistent basis? What's been your biggest challenge just in general when it comes to the business?
Man, the business, it's always a learning process, you know. So I'm learning as I go and being independent. Like I said, I'm more into my own controlling everything. So it's like I'm a boss. I call the shots of everything that I do or whatever I want to do, or you know.
Yeah.
So it's like if I was signed to somebody else, I'd probably be like a lot of my creative control would probably be gone or limited.
Right.
So I feel like more free. You feel me?
Yeah. You don't have the answer to nobody as far as like the direction you want to take your music, the beat selection that you have, the way that you push it down. Like I think it's important too. And I know you probably got a circle of people, but they're not all yes men and women. Like, you know, to me, I think it's important to have like at least a balance of people who can give you the hard truth when it comes to certain things, not just on the music level, but even on some marketing shit too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, little album release parties and listening parties and, you know, little private listening parties. Get a few people there, you know, they listen and but I like what Devin said. What he say? Devin the dude, he say do what the fuck you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my top 10 favorite rappers right there too. I had the honor to work with him and put him on the new record coming out as well.
Devin's always been nice.
And shout out my boy J.L. Felony. He's on there. Put him on a song with T Netty. Shout out T Netty. Shout out everybody. Shout out my boy Massive. I put him on there. And
Play B is my guest on Nexxlegacy Radio. You mentioned earlier about social media, like, you know, having instant access to like certain things or whatnot. Like, how do you feel about just the navigating through social media now? It's not about CD sales like it used to be in the 90s or whatever, but, you know, being active, streams, and getting, like, you know, specific, like, real diehard followers to fuck with you. Like, how do you navigate social media? What are your thoughts on it?
Gotta stay consistent, man. Feed that algorithm. You know, stay trying to reinvent yourself every chance you get. Every project, try to make it better than the last. You know, captivate their attention. You know, and they rock with you. Stay
trying
consistent.
to outdo yourself with each project. I always feel like it's from an artist standpoint. It's always important, because if you don't, I mean, it's just like you have a dope ass freshman album, right? But then your sophomore album ain't shit. And or you feel like you went Hollywood with it and nobody ain't gonna fuck with you. That's why Play B, I would rather have like hardcore real fans instead of like the loose ones who don't give a shit. Like, just don't co-sign everything I do. Like, give me real feedback and that real support. You know what I mean? Because if you don't, you just gonna be stagnant at what you do. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, look at Lil Wayne. They getting that Lil Wayne right now, man. And it's sad to see right now. But, you know, it is what it is. He has his cult fans, and they still rock with him throughout whatever projects he's doing, you know?
You check out that new one yet or not?
Absolutely. That's what I'm talking about. My honest opinion, I don't think that the album was as bad as everybody's saying it was. But, you know, it probably is one of his best one of his worst out of the Carters.
Yeah.
But
I look at you actually threw something out there that I think is important. I look at it like this, like, you're gonna get your like diehard fans that's just gonna buy whatever the fuck. Like, you could drop something out right now, and then, you know, your core fans is gonna get it. But to me, I thought it was all right. Like you said, it wasn't the strongest out of it. but it's all right. But I think let's just put your stuff out there, and I'm not comparing you to him, but I just think that the tracks that I've heard from you and the stuff that I hear about you, you just have hunger that I just feel like is just going to be relentless and consistent. And I just don't think that you're going to get to a point where it's just like, you know what, everything pops off and you got a billion streams and all this love. I don't think you're going to change up what you do, right?
Wow, man, I gotta keep coming, man. Keep coming. It's the love for it that I have that I just can't lose. That flame won't go out.
Yeah.
It's like a forever burning flame.
See, but you get what I mean, though, right? Like, I think a lot of people they take the brakes off, or they put the brakes on after they feel like they won a few championships. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, I'm gonna keep this shit going until the wheels fall off. Look at Nas, man. Nas is my favorite rapper of all time. So and he's in his 50s, dropped 6 albums in less than 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm on that type of time, and each one of them is dope.
There's no retirement in the game of hip hop. You can still, as long as you got something to put out that your base of people want to fuck with, and even like new people who now tune in to you, I feel like you can never go wrong with what you got going on, right? So it's what it is.
Yeah, man. We're gonna keep shit coming, man.
Play B's my guest on Nexxlegacy Radio, and look, with all the stuff that you got going on, as you mentioned, you got this project, you got a lot of different things. You're gonna add some video stuff to your element, like, what is the overall, like, I'm not trying to tap too much into like your blueprint because you got to save some for the base of fans and the new people tapping in, but what else you got as far as visuals? Any videos coming soon? What you got?
Yeah, we got a lot of videos coming, man. For this project, strictly for the fans, I got about 5 videos I'm working on, so I'm going to be dropping them real soon. You feel me? I'm working on another project with my partners, a couple of my partners. You'll hear those coming out, videos for those. We're working on a little series, a YouTube series. It's titled Reloaded. We did one episode. It's already on there. You can check it out. But then we're about to finish the rest of them. Do about 7, 8 more episodes.
So, see the YouTube series, and you just said that there's one out there though. So give us a quick little 1-2 on what it's about, so people can be able to go and subscribe to your page and tap in and check you out.
It's about 2 players, coming up. They was rappers or whatnot, but they got themselves mixed in some little grimy shit where they ended up robbing some places, and they ended up robbing this one store, and then one of the homies ended up turning on the other homie, and on some like paid in full Rico type shit, backstabbing, can't trust your partners type shit. Don't let your right hand know what your left hand know type shit. You feel me?
Wow. Okay. You know what? I need to go fuck with that first installment that you got on your page there, bruh. Like, I gotta go check it out, and the people gotta go check it out. All y'all need to go fuck with it and go and check it out and support it. So I'm gonna get active. Like, tell people where your YouTube page is, bruh.
Yeah, Play B 619, and we got Play B THC. And Play B.
Okay.
Play B, THC.
So this treatment you did yourself, or as far as the writing for it, like, in the production, like, what's behind that?
No, me and Massive, we did that ourselves. We came up with everything ourselves. He actually wrote the first installment, and we're gonna write the rest together.
Okay. Play B is my guest on Nexxlegacy Radio, and a couple more quick ones, bruh. One of the ones that I always talk about when it comes to the industry, and you mentioned like you came from the soil of the 90s, so I gotta ask you a decade question. What is the best decade of music ever, in your opinion?
The 90s. You already know. My favorite year is '96, bro. That's when all my favorite albums came out, and that's when I started.
This man didn't just say the decade; he said the year too. He said '96. That was the year where his whole shit changed. Like I can't convince you that the '80s was dope too.
I was born in the '80s. I respect the music. You know, that's where we come from. You know, a lot of baby making music.
Exactly.
But you know, it was written, the Reasonable Doubts, the All Eyes on Me.
Yes, sir.
Them was the years. Dog Food. Like,
yes, sir.
Yeah, them was the years.
Hey, man, I still feel like Dog Food is like still the most underrated album ever. Everything from top to bottom of that motherfucker was fire though, in my opinion.
Classic, bro. Everything. And they coming out with a part 2, this year?
Yeah.
Shout out to Corrupting Dash.
Okay. So if 90s is your thing, I'm going to ask you this. In fashion, what would you take from the 90s and bring it to 2025?
Well, it looks like they're already bringing the big-ass pants back. Remember them shit? The big-ass jeans and shit?
Yep.
The baggy jeans. They're going to have a big-ass pro clubs. They look like dresses and shit. Yeah, I remember the Hot Boys was wearing that shit. You know what I mean? That was how niggas used to dress. They trying to bring that shit back. But that's how niggas used to dress. I look at dressing like that. Wearing jabos and shit.
For real. Hey, man, you don't want to have them carved canines in your videos, bro? You want to bring them back?
Hey, the carved canines. I remember them shits, too. They bringing the academics back and the Pelly.
Oh shit! Shit!
I seen that nigga Joey Badass wearing a Pelly.
Yeah, man. Hey, and it's funny that you mentioned the pants because you're right. Like I see a lot of women, that got like the nice frames, right? Nice little waist or whatever, but they got the big ass pants nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different. Like, but it ain't nothing like the '90s because you gotta think about it. Like you remember the days when it was cool for like Aaliyah and some of these other artists who was real cool with it. Like they would have baggy joints and it was ill. It was ill.
Mary J. Blige.
Yeah.
They used to rock that shit too.
Yeah, man, that was a moment. But you're right though. They bringing some of that shit back, but it's just interesting how how the cycle of even in fashion, even in music, like it always has like a 360. Like the shit's gonna wind up coming back eventually. It's just a matter of when.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Play B, my guest on Nexxlegacy Radio, and in closing, bro, like. Put out your social media, get that out there to the people, and get some shout outs to whoever. The floor is yours, bro.
Man, at Play BTAC on Instagram, you know what I mean? Play BTAC on YouTube, Play BTAC on anything at Gmail, whatever y'all want to send me some verses, send me anything, Shit, what else you say? Oh, shout out to everybody, man. Shout out Nexxlegacy. Shout out all y'all. Shout out my nigga Madison. Shout out Jazz. Shout out the whole Dago, Mitchie Slick, J.O. Felony, Googie Monster, Big June, everybody. Siete, all them, Casey Forens, everybody. Shout out everybody. Shit. Shout out everybody from Dago. LA, shout out LA, shout out the Bay, shout out the whole Cali, shout out the world, man. Shit. I could go in on a whole bunch of shout outs, you know what I mean?
Real shit.
I could go in on a lot.
Hey man, as we shut this down, bruh. Hey man, I love your energy. Your music is a breath of fresh air. Like I said, like man, I started getting to your music the last couple of months, man, and I came off way impressed, but also way inspired. Because not just are we trying to turn Dago up one time, for the people who don't know and need to fuck with the music of San Diego artists, but also for yourself individually, man. Like, I love your growth, man. I just want to see more, man. Don't let the industry fuck with you to the point where you fall off, bro. Like, I just want to see you keep climbing, bro. For real.
Right. Right. Appreciate that, man. We're gonna keep this shit going, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, I appreciate the time, bro. Be easy. Keep the levels up. And rep that Dago forever, bro. For real.
To the top, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you as well, brother.
All right, man. I got you locked in. I'll be at you, and I'll do some promotion stuff on your behalf too, right? And I'm light up your YouTube page one time too. You know what I'm saying? So, man, we just gonna make it grow, man. That's the mission.
Let's get it, family.
Let's do it. I'll holler at you, bro.
All right, stay blessed.
You too.
Thank you for listening to the #1 radio station for the people.
Nexxlegacy Radio.